Yo my G's, what is up? It is Artifact, and today I have some Russian Stolich Neurofunk bass for you guys. So, I don't know why I went American at the end there, probably because I was too embarrassed to carry on with the Russian. Anyway, got a nasty Neurofunk bass line, let's have a quick listen. I'm going to play it on the keys. Dutty. A lot of nice high-end textures in there. Some nice mid-range, which I've boosted a little bit in the end. And what I would do with this sound is I would actually probably make another Vital instance and put in a sub underneath it to get that really nice, powerful sine wave back into there, because I've used a lot of saw waves in this one. But let's have a look at the patch. If you want to like and subscribe to the channel as well, like the video, subscribe to the channel, that'd be much appreciated. And yeah, so this patch is, I just uploaded it to my Patreon. Also, if you want to check that out and support me, support the channel, jump into my Discord, say hello in there and get loads of free stuff as soon as you join. That'd be wicked. If not, it's cool. I'm going to explain this patch to you guys quickly. And one kind of main tip that I want to cover in this video of how I got the movement into the sound. So if we just have a little listen again here, we're going to take off, we're going to start sort of everything from the beginning. We've got a compressor, distorter, filterer, choruser, and an EQer. And we start off with the quad saw, which is a wavetable that comes in Vital. And the first movement I got in, I wanted to put movement into the wavetable already. So I did this form scale, and also along with that, we're modulating the quad saw, so it actually goes into this kind of quad pattern here, which is very pretty. And just on a slow LFO, just so we've got something moving and getting the ball rolling. And then what we do is we actually frequency modulate in another saw wave, but this is where it becomes a little bit genius, because I've actually turned down the pitch 1 octave, and then I've messed with the fine tuning here to create the actual movement which happens, which you can hear. So obviously if I move this around, I'll get a different speed. And also, you know, if you play the note higher up, it's going to be faster as well. But yeah, I'm using this as a way to do the main movement in the sound. And yeah, to kind of give a bit more bass back into it, I've just chucked on a sine wave here. Really whacked that up, turned down the octaves by 2, and then a little bit of white noise frequency modulated into the sine wave. Lovely. That one's got a bit of unison on that sine wave as well, to give a bit of low end width. And although it's a kind of sub bass and a low bass, like I said before, it's quite a heavily affected sound, so I'd probably add in a new sub bass underneath this afterwards. Anyway, let's move on to the effects. And first thing I did was whack on the distortion and just really rag it. So that's where we kind of get that full saturated frequency sound from. And then what we have gone and done is we've gone ahead and filtered that. And I've used the phaser positive filter. Put that on the LFO so it's sweeping down, and that gives this kind of sweeping Neurofunk Reese kind of feeling. But it's not done yet because it's a little bit too dry and a bit mono and a bit crispy. So I actually added another filter in here, which is just a low pass. So you get a bit of a break from that high end at certain points throughout the LFO. And yeah, we crack on to make it a little bit more natural with a chorus, and that kind of starts to spread out the sound a bit. Makes it a little bit more enjoyable to listen to, not so static and mono-y and crisp and like overly crispy in the middle. We've got a bit of kind of natural room feeling to the sound. Now at this point I wanted to add a compressor on the end to see kind of what it did. But it actually didn't sound that great, but when I moved it to the beginning of the chain, it actually sounded okay there, so yeah, just trial and error really with the order of the effects, but in this case the compressor seemed to work nicely at the start of the sound. And yeah, at the end I felt I was missing a little bit of bass, so I just boosted on the EQ a little bit of the bass down here. And now I've put on the glide, on the always glide, legato and one voice, and turned up the glide so I can really go up and down the keyboard, you know? And it's a beautiful, beautiful Reese bass. Download it in my Patreon if you'd be so kind. If not, then we can still be friends, just not as good friends. I wonder if it's like on the stereo. Could be pretty cool like that as well. Anyway, yeah, at this point I'm kind of happy with that kind of patch. It's going to be called the Russian Standard, because it's a little bit of a heavy Neurofunk Russian bass, in my opinion. And yeah, this video was sponsored by a bottle of alcohol that was on my shelf up there. Not really, I don't have sponsorships. I'm too much of a small timer. Anyway, Crush is also a cool plugin that's free that saturates everything, so try that out. And yeah, I hope you guys learned a little bit from that. Feel free to like sort of make your own version. Let me know how you get on in the comments. Let me know if you like the video. Let me know if you like me, if I'm kind of doing it for you, all that kind of good stuff. Love you guys. Peace.